widespread, and as we warm up, keep in mind things are going to get pretty sloppy too, by the way, with that melting snow. We want to get you caught up right now with what we know about this historic winter invasion. The cold and the snow is being blamed for the death of 66 people, including 38 in Texas. More than 300,000 power outages are still happening right now, stretching from Oregon to coastal Virginia. And a little bit of good news, the Memphis International Airport will reopen at 3 o'clock today after it closed yesterday because of problems with water pressure. Well, folks in Texas are cleaning up the damage and recovery from the trauma of this past week. The Weather Channel's Justin Michaels joins us now from Grapevine, Texas. That's in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, just on the north side there. Still a pretty chilly morning here, Justin. How is the recovery process going?
I'll tell you what, Jackie, as that sun gets higher and higher, it gets a little bit warmer with every passing second, and that's going to be really welcome news as people are cleaning up today. And Jackie, you talk about that water pressure. It's kind of remarkable how much water has been lost because of burst pipes. In just the city of Austin alone, 325 million gallons of water has been lost because of burst pipes in Austin. You multiply that by the entire state dealing with burst pipes. Can you imagine? It's really incalculable how many gallons have been lost. So this state is still reeling over this. And because of that, and people not having potable drinking water, people not having, in some cases, still electricity. Take a look at some video from Dallas, also in Fort Worth. There are long lines for food, long lines for bottled water. It is a tough go for so many people here as they continue to clean up. And one of the most startling numbers that I have heard through this entire process came out yesterday from the state of Texas, saying that 14.6 million people in Texas, as of yesterday afternoon, did not have drinkable, potable, clean drinking water. That's about half the entire state population does not have clean water. So bottled water is all they've got, or they can boil the water if they have flowing water in their house, and some people don't. But when these freezing temperatures end, and coming up Monday, it's going to be above freezing day and night. The low temperature is still above freezing. We do know that there are other issues that are going to present. We've got ice now, but coming after the freeze, we have a whole other host of problems. Listen to this.
The moisture that is left from these broken pipes are going to be exposed to the Texas heat in the weeks to come, in the months, right? So we don't think about that this morning. It's still cold. But you think about the potential for mold. We see this happen after Harvey. We see this after the major events that play out in Texas. Make sure that you, as you clean up and as you get professional help to clean up, that every bit of moisture is found and it's fixed.
Yeah, Jackie, it's really hard to think about the next set of problems, but you know as well as I do, it's going to get warm here, and it's going to be the right conditions for mold, especially if you have water you don't know exists behind your walls, in your ceiling, underneath floorboards, you didn't even know it was there. So, you know, Jackie, the problems from this week, this 1 week in Texas, are going to last for months, if not years to come, as people continue the cleanup process. And then, of course, the investigations and everything else into what happened, why it happened, and how can they not let it happen again. It's a long process, Jackie.
Yeah, absolutely. And